Hello everyone, Jana is here with a new gold setup for 19th January. So let's have a look what actually happened today, well, yesterday, and what I expect this new day. So we had the night trade, right, here. And it was a good move down, just as expected. It stopped by the Fibonacci level, 61.8. Then, of course, I was still asleep, and basically I would be looking at the next possible entry point here, but because I was not be able to do it and watch it, the market came back through the same area and triggered our buy pending order, and was a little bit slowed down and stopped by the level of this channel. And then we had here a news event where I placed also orders and sent to Telegram, so it was another signal, and we had a nice move up, and then slowing down here. And I had more orders here, which I also sent to Telegram channel, and we got a really nice trade on the way back down. And the market now stopped in interesting area, as you can see here, between one channel and another channel. So that's interesting now. So as you can see, guys, walked out pretty much as expected. Good moves, and we had good trades today, well, yesterday. And as you can see, guys, that's why I didn't want to think where exactly we will be stopping, just as I was saying that there is no way to predict where it would be, because we had a top here and it broke previous that area we had, so I didn't place any levels, just was waiting for it to slow down, and then it was a moment for reverse possible. I had both directions again, orders, pending orders, and you see it's worked out very well again. So now, well, obviously if you follow those news, they were not very good for the American dollar, and so that's the reaction was first that it's good for the others, but then I guess the market realized that actually bad news for the US dollar means high interest rates again, right? So it's all about the interest rates right now, and that's what the reaction. So, and that's more logical that even with slightly better economical numbers at this moment, the interest rate should continue the way. I mean, the market's expecting something. I'm not sure what they would expect, that the Fed will stop rising interest rates. Well, I don't think it's should be happening. Okay, not just yet, because even if there will be better economical numbers, then there still needs a bit time for it to continue. Okay, so just a little bit of improvement doesn't mean major changes. So that's why I was expecting a kind of similar picture, that the gold should drop. Yes, so that's why we had this nice drop. So what's I'm expecting now, of course, after this movement, a bit of consolidation and a possible continuation, right? So that's how I would think, a continuation in a downtrend. Okay, so you see, guys, now we have two little channels still. I can't remove those levels. I know it's a little bit maybe too much, but it does look like the market still has a respect for both areas. You see, like here it's 61 Fibonacci and the channel, and also when before the news it stopped also here, which is also the channel, right? So that's why from this area, as you can see right now, we have a little double bottom and a bit of a correction of this movement. So of course I expected possible this could go in here and stop again by the same channel, right? Same level here, the resistance, so it might get in this area. Of course, right now the market is probably needs a little bit more of something to know where next, what the Fed would do, but we wouldn't know until February, right? So that's why there will be again news tomorrow, but they're not supposed to be as important. But of course, we will be still keep an eye on it to see if the market will be reacting again. So that's why could possibly be not very big moves, something small. And expectation going up, for example, around here. I'm not going to exclude that it can go from here just a little bit up and then could turn around. Yes, of course it can sharply continue the way up. Anything can happen, you never know. But the expectation is again either this area, or we will have a little bit of consolidation, maybe here a little bit more flat, and then we drop inside this channel down back to 61 or lower. That's quite possible, or it could create a little bit of the like a bearish flag it can be. So you see right now it could be anything. It might stay in this area. So that's why again you see it's a little bit complicated right now to say what is here, because it's not much. So that's why again now it's going to be a little bit riskier to place the orders, which I'm still going to do, but bear in mind I reduced again take profit, so the settings will be changed. So when I'll send it to Telegram channel, you will see the settings for going for the smaller profit, just in case it will just decided to go a little bit up, okay, or it might be a little bit down or something, but down looks a little bit more and better distance here and further when it's a bit more complicated in this going back up again. I mean, also you see I can do a bit of a check with the Fibonacci levels to see where that move can go, and you can see we have 23, 38 and 50, 60 also levels, which we know that quite often the market can do something like this, go slowly. If it goes to 38, we have enough to go for a smaller profit, and of course if it will go further it will be even better. But hopefully it's not going to just stop somewhere in the middle where it's going to be not enough. So that's why I'm warning right now. Yes, it could be a losing trade, because it's not, if a little bit more time from here we will start to sit in here, it would be a little bit stronger, let's say, area. But if it will start to go a little bit up there high, then it could possibly go as a bit of that flag in that area, right? So and then it could be that risk that it might be stopped by this level, a little bit breakout, and then we'll try to possibly continue the way down back to this downtrend channel. So basically also now we have two tops and a bottom. So my view would be like this. I just don't want right now to remove any other levels, because we still need to go through those channels. So I'm going to show that bigger picture now, right? So what could be if it decide to possibly go something like this, then maybe a little bit down and then higher. So to see that quite possibly it could respect this channel, right, to go that way. So anywhere something like this inside that channel. So we will see. But at this moment, yes, the turning around the picture for me. So it was looking like bullish flag, right, previously. So it was trying to do so, which possibly still could do, right? So we do have this. If we would look at this like a possible flag, then we had a breakout, now it's a pullback, and of course it can pick up and continue as a bullish move. Yes, I'm not going to exclude that too, right? So, but we do really need something else, and anything you see it's moving a little bit high. So this is what I'm saying. Quite possibly it can respect this as a bit of a bearish flag, so could possibly be so. So you see now it's more complicated here to place the order. So I do really need it to come back. Because if it will continue the way up, then maybe I missed the opportunity, let's say it that way. So you see, that's why sometimes you need a little bit longer time to see a little bit stronger area. You'll get a bit more confirmation. So do I want to place here, or is it going to go even more out there, maybe even stay in this channel, right? And then we will have also a bit risky to go if it just try to get and be stopped by that level. So it looks like it still stays. So let's see, while I'm still waiting just a little bit to see if it's going to stay inside here. So then I can place it. So once again, so it will be moving. As you can see, that's what the hours, right? The early hours when I will be able to see, to get to my computer would be somewhere around this time. This is the not my time, it's the terminal time, right? So for me it would be earlier. Okay, so if we will be here somewhere, then you see the entry point is 244, which could be not very good position. So I suggest what I'm trying to explain now. If you are in the time zone when you can see, and if it goes like, for example, higher in this area, then I would probably just will not place the orders and just wait a little bit. I mean, wouldn't place the buy and just wait a little bit to see if it's actually going a bit higher, stay in this area, and then to see what to do next. But I mean, I'm going to still place it. By the look of it, it's trying to sit. I can go in a smaller time frame, which is not very good in gold to look at such small time frames. So expecting still maybe sitting like this, but we'll be still placing. I mean, so what you can do is just to place one order, just to sell, pending sell order. Quite possibly just thinking that this could be still a bearish flag and in here, but I think I will place the anyway still both directions. Yeah, that's how these two areas a little bit, two channels are complicated. You see, and if you're going back, if you're going down, this is quite reasonable, like 70, even further, if it's gonna respect this level. So it's not a problem going down. So yeah. Okay, so what do we have? You see here is on a bigger chart, so a little bit of looking like a double top is expected, except the previous top was not didn't break it, right? So well, now we have daily chart, we have red candles now, and have this little one, so a bit of turning point. So yeah, so let's do it anyway. And oh no, you see it's going up a bit more. So I mean, in this kind of situations, quite possibly maybe just leave it and not to place orders tonight, just to see what has happened, because that's what I don't really like on the market, when after news events, then it's not clear for the market the next direction, where it wants to go afterwards. Would it go for correction? Would it go higher, or will it maybe I'll just place a pending sell order at this moment. So just really need to watch it a little bit more, to be honest, because even if it runs away, well, let's say it will go this way. So basically I can place the order sell stop using this trend level, and so if it is going to go just like in a flag, and then it will be trying to break out, for example, if it goes here somewhere, then it can be stopped by this level. Then you see if it just go inside in the middle here, and then it could be stopped again and turn around. So that's why it's a little bit complicated right now. So just like it was in with the other in here when we were the same. Remember when it was, you see, it was moving slightly. That's why I didn't want to place 10 orders, and it's the same doing right now, moving slightly higher, and like now it's a bit not clear for me if I want to place the orders or not. So it still sits around the same area as we were previously here. As you can see, some movements and could be the same, just small moves, which, like I'm saying, I don't really want to get into a bad trade if it decide to go back down, go back up again, or higher, lower, before it decided to choose whatever direction it would want to choose. So let's see. If I want to take it. I mean, we had really good trades today. Well, pretty much whole week was not too bad. So maybe I will just wait for it and see where the market. But yes, during the very often the big moves right now, good reasonable moves are happening during the Asian session. And so wouldn't really want to miss a good move. But I think I'm going to just leave it. But like I'm saying, if you keep an eye on it, and if you will be able to see, just to see if it goes back. For example, for me, I would have looked at this area. Alright, so to place my sell, well, that trend level still. But if it runs away too much, you see that could be back, like some breakout, and then like I'm saying, it can be definitely stopped by this level. So that's not going to work then. So that's a little bit. So from here we're in the middle, but we also have that big channel, which also from this area, if it's going to stop in the middle, that's why they might think to move either higher. So that's the one level, right? And going down to this level. So then pretty much we do have a not bad area for good move for one or another direction, where it's going to ignore it. That's just to look at next area. So for example, we can see now it's gone in, and so if it's not going to go down to this and just stay in this area, so that could be another good one, just like we had it previously here. Then I will be looking at placing orders in this area. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm going just to leave it for tonight. Quite possibly I might miss the opportunity, but I think I'm just going to wait for a little bit more movements. So let's see. Well, okay, if it's during the night it moves anywhere, fine, I can take it. It's better to take nothing than to take a loss, because I'm not sure, it's not very clear for me if it's just really going to stay in here, or is it going to treat this as a bearish flag, quite something like this, or come back in here. So yeah, I'm leaving it, yes, for now. And yeah, we will see later today when I get up, sometime in the morning for me. Don't know which time zones you are, guys. For some of you could be whatever, days, evenings, nights. Okay, so and if I will see anything, of course I will send a screenshot as usual to my Telegram channel, which is JanaFX. And yeah, see you hopefully later. Well, probably will be next day again, as usual time, around 11 p.m. London and midnight, between sometime that time. I hope to go live again. Okay, so bye for now.